Hi, fellow trumpeters. I hope you're ready to play today. And again, as I said before, when you're working on these, one thing you can do is just, when I'm playing, just pause the video, listen to a phrase, run it back, listen to it again, play it, listen to it again, play it. Record yourself. You don't have to play the whole piece. I'm going to attempt to play the whole piece right now because it's pretty straightforward. And I'm not going to stick to the metronome marking. I'm just going to play it the way I feel at this time. Isn't it great when you're a soloist, you can just kind of do whatever you think is appropriate. And you're responsible for making those choices. It's great. So this is number 6. Let's take it from the top. It's an interesting one. You have this kind of beguiling the circular rhythm of the triplets going through. Yeah. Okay. In the middle of the piece, someone wrote the word Dolce. So that's an idea. The character should change. Now, I'm not sure that I made a change in the character, and I'm pretty sure that it's not always the best idea to just do all the markings that are in the music. When you're a soloist, as I've said before, you have to make decisions about what you want it to sound like. What is the character? What is the expression? What is the mood? What is the story? And when you make those decisions and you own them, you're sure of them, and you like what you're doing, then your playing becomes a great deal more convincing when other people are listening. That's a very, very important thing to work for. Now, some of you may notice, and I'm starting to notice, because I've just been playing straight through. These are middle register. They're not stressful. It's like I can play loud and high for a long time without getting tired, but sometimes I get tired doing these things. And when that's the case, you want to ask yourself some questions. It's like, why is that? Why am I getting tired? These are easy. They're not particularly loud. They're not high. There's not a lot of articulation. It should be pretty easy. And that's exactly right. It should be easy. So there's a physical thing you want to look at, and that has to do with the breath. What I was taught to do, and it still is hurting me today, because it was ingrained in me to do this, is I was told to always take a maximum breath. So at the beginning, I'm going. See, I don't have very much place to put the air, and I didn't take a breath from the beginning until the place where I stopped. And what most people will do is they'll take a breath at that rest. And then what happens is you end up what some brass players call stacking the air. So your lungs are full, there's just no place to put the air. So that's a physical skill, and it can be trained. And we're going to be talking about this in another area of the website, the how-tos, you know. But if you're getting tired when you're playing longer pieces, and especially when you notice this with etudes, you have 1, 2, 3 pages, or you're playing something like in a brass quintet where there's a lot of continuous playing, brass band, marches where there are repeats, and you're finding that you're getting fatigued. Well, fatigue is a normal part of being human, that's for sure. But when you seem to be fatigued for no particular reason, it usually comes back down to managing your breath. So that's one of the most important things to do here. Now, I'm not, those who say you should always take a maximum breath, I'm not saying that's incorrect. You just have to figure out how to manage it. And what I find is that when I take a full breath, now it's more difficult to control the air. I can control it, and I can support and release the air so that I'm producing tone, as with my voice right now. But it takes a higher level of skill. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's something you should develop the ability to do. But a much simpler and easier way is don't overbreathe at the beginning. Take a breath wherever it seems appropriate. So you can stay, you can keep the gas balance between carbon dioxide and oxygen in your bloodstream. You can keep that good, so you don't feel like you're suffocating, and you won't start to get tighter and tighter as a result. So this ability to move the air very freely and not interrupt that flow, that's something that has to be trained in order to get comfortable playing a tune like this. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just going to play the end for you again. This is pick up to bar 40. Now I'm going to start a couple bars earlier because that would be the beginning of the section. It's always good to look at the music, see what it tells you. Okay, I like to play things a lot of different ways. That time I try to play it very gently, quite soft. I don't know if you can tell that from the recording, and then I might go back again and play it orchestral double forte, and that's another great way to practice these etudes. Mix it up as much as you can. Once you've got something so that it feels established and balanced and it's fun, then start challenging yourself a little bit. Okay, have fun in your practice, enjoy the process, and I'll see you later on. Bye-bye.